Good morning. I'm Sandy Walden from Serenity, your Master Grief Coach and Master Grief Coach Trainer. It's not at all unusual for me to hear from someone, I was taught this, and so I have no choice. This can come up in a lot of arenas. Um, One that comes up quite often is someone will say, I was taught it's selfish for me to go and take a walk when this is happening. I heard from someone very recently, I have no choice. I was taught it's not okay for me to want or do this. I have to give everything to everyone else. I'm supposed to suffer or do less. This goes in all directions. I will hear someone say, I was taught grief is unending pain. I'm not supposed to experience a moment of respite or peace or joy. Okay, I get it. As a coach, I am not about to say you're wrong because your truth is yours. I would like to explore it a little bit more though. First of all, I'd like to ask, how does that teaching feel to you? Does it feel okay? Does it feel good? If so, perhaps it's something you not only want to hold on to, but reinforce. Does it feel good to you? I was taught that it's not only okay, but really important to put healthy food into my body in the right portions. Holy cats, that feels amazing. It takes care of me. So that's something I not only want to embrace, I want to reinforce personally. If the teaching, if the truth feels painful and something that is not good for you, do you want to reinforce it? So, one way to look at this, and something that I encourage you to do, is to imagine this teaching that we've accepted. Is it something I would deliberately teach someone else? Whether it's my child, my friend, my colleague, is this a teaching I would deliberately share with them and reinforce with them because it feels good? Is it? Not right or wrong. What's right for you? If it's something that feels good and we believe is good for us, as a coach, I ask you, would you like to reinforce that? And if so, what steps can we take to reinforce it? If it doesn't feel good, if it feels hurtful, I might ask, where does that teaching come from? Someone might say it came from an expert in a book. Another might say it came from my parents, from my culture, my community, any of a number of places. And so again, I will ask to take this a little deeper. Do you believe that you were taught something that would be deliberately hurtful for you? Do you believe the person who taught you this intended for you to go without sleep while everybody else you know gets rest? Do you believe this person who taught you or somehow gave you the message that it's never okay to to have a moment of respite, to enjoy that hot cup of coffee, to find something that soothes your heart? Was that the message they intended to convey? And then you can decide, what do I do with this? If I believe they truly intended to hurt me, I probably want to do some work with letting go of that and forgiving. Most people will come to a place of feeling that, you know what, this teaching wasn't intended to land in a way that was hurtful. They probably meant this. And if they didn't, so be it. So I'd like to ask, is there anything you were ever taught, anything, with the best of intentions, that you'd let go? Is there anything you've ever been taught, told, that's been reinforced within you, that you decided to relearn in a different way? Is there a possibility that we can say, okay, I get that was what I was taught, but now I'm going to learn another way. I'm willing to change my mind, to shift, because sometimes shift feels much better than change. Maybe I don't want to make a really hard right, but maybe I'm okay with shifting just a little bit, considering something that feels better, that's easier on me, more kind, more gentle, more healing. I was taught this. I absolutely was. And now I am taking steps to learn a way that's better for me. This is part of the process that we all go through, all aspects of our life. It's really normal. When I'm working with someone as their master grief coach, and when I'm training master grief coaches, this is a very real exploration. How does it sit for you? How does it feel for you? What can we do to find a place that's more appropriate for you? What feels better for you on this step of your journey through grief into healing? This is your journey. It's as unique as you are. It's as unique as the person that you're grieving. Having said that, we all have many experiences that are similar to one another. And when we share with one another, we understand, we learn, we can grow. I hope you find this helpful. What we've been taught, we can decide to hold on to and reinforce, or we can decide that was a teaching that no longer serves me. And so I'm ready to learn something new that's better for me. Today, I wish you a day of joy and gentle healing. Namaste.